Hi, and welcome to another episode. This one's a bite-sized episode this week. And how good have the guest episodes been? If you haven't already tuned into them, I highly recommend that you do. I'm so grateful to the women who have come and joined me on the podcast and shared their stories, because it is a vulnerable thing to do, to be so open and really look at what it is that you've been through when you've been through burnout, because it's a very confronting and at times devastating time. So I do really appreciate it, and I highly recommend that you go and listen to them if you haven't already. Today I want to talk to you about checking in with yourself. This is something that I do every day without fail, and often multiple times during the day. Why do I think it's so important? Well, if we're not paying attention to ourselves, we really can't make sure that we're meeting the needs that we have as we go about our business and through our day. If we leave it until the end of the day or the end of the week or when things aren't as busy, we miss opportunities to actually take care of ourselves properly. So for me, it starts first thing in the morning. Before I even get out of bed, I do a quick check-in with myself. Think about how well I've slept, what I've got on for the day, what I might need to help me on that day. And then I'll also have times throughout the day where I'm doing some regular check-ins. Now, I've mentioned it before that if I'm particularly busy, I will set alarms to remind myself to check in. Because for many of us, particularly neurodivergent women, we can easily forget to do this. And definitely when you're at the start of this practice, it might not be the forefront of your mind. So give yourself the best chance and set yourself some reminders, or maybe leave some post-it notes around, or change the screen on your phone so it's just a little check-in message for yourself. It might be things like just asking yourself what it is that you need. How are you feeling? Are you feeling hydrated? When did you last have something nourishing to eat? Do you need to go to the bathroom? Or it might be something a little deeper. Perhaps you've got something coming up that feels challenging or scary, or that you've really been putting off for a long time because you don't want to do it, but you know that you need to do it. So you might check in with yourself and really ask, what is it I need to support me to do this thing? And that might be support that you can give yourself, or it might be support that you need to reach out and ask from somebody else. And I know that can be hard. That was certainly something that used to be really hard for me. And through practice, I've been able to change that. And now I find it easier. I won't say I find it easy always, but I find it easier to ask for the help I need from other people. Now, one of the things I'm going to be doing, starting on the 28th of October, I believe, if you don't already follow me on Instagram, head over to Instagram and give me a follow, because I'm going to be doing 21 days of what I'm calling, and it is a bit corny, check-in daily with Dr. Hayley. And the purpose of that is to help you get into this practice of checking in with yourself. Because I know for me, when I first started this many years ago, I did find it hard. It wasn't front of mind for me. I found it far easier to neglect myself and my needs than I did to check in and attend to my needs and give myself what I wanted. So I want to help you do it differently. So I'm under Dr. Hayley D. Quinn on Instagram. Head over there, give me a follow. And 28th of October, we're going to start that for about 21 days. I'm going to do my best to remember to check in every day with Instagram for 21 days. That's going to be a bit of a challenge for me. And they won't be at a particular time of day, and they will cover different types of little check-ins as well. But one of the things I'm going to do is I'm not going to show up live 7 days a week. I'm going to do that Monday to Friday. And then I'm going to post a static post or a reel on Instagram for Saturday and Sunday, so that you will still get that check-in, But it means I'm staying aligned to my values and what I need. And what I don't need is being on Instagram 7 days a week working. So I hope you come and join me on that. I'm really looking forward to it. And I think it's going to be really helpful to get you into that practice of just checking in with yourself every day. And I may continue to do some of them once we get past that date. But for now, it's going to be a 21-day practice of checking in with yourself. So come and join me. Have a think now what might be helpful for you in terms of remembering to check in with yourself. Because I want this to be an ongoing process for you. Not something that you just do for the next few days or the next few weeks, but something that becomes a lifelong practice. You might want to start thinking about what are some areas that you actually neglect in your life, and perhaps make a note you want to specifically check in about those things. I've mentioned it many times. One of my challenges is drinking enough water. So for me, I always try and remember to check in. How hydrated am I feeling? And I'll leave bottles and might leave some notes for myself to help me with that one. So have a think, what is it for you that you really struggle with? And do your best to help give yourself some reminders. Set yourself up for success. And there's lots of different ways you might do that. We are very similar as human beings, but we're also all very different as well. So it's about finding the way that is right for you. I hope your week has been going really well. I'm really excited to say that the book is in the final stages of getting itself ready, and pre-orders will be opening on the 18th of November. You can go to the show notes. There'll be a link for the book Waitlist. And I'm going to be offering some sneak peeks, but also some special bonuses for people who are on the book waitlist. And these are going to be bonuses that are not available to people who are not on the book waitlist. So again, come and join us over there. It's been really lovely for me through this process of writing the book and getting the book ready, just knowing that there are people on the waitlist that I've been emailing and hearing back from people. And that's felt really supportive for me. I knew in this process that I had to set some things up to help support me through it. And one of them was building a little network around me that I could feel like I could share my wins and help be part of the celebration. So thank you to those of you who are already on the book waitlist, and welcome to those of you who are going to come and join us. So that's all we have for today, just a little bite-sized one. And the daily check-ins are going to be really brief as well. They're not going to take up much of your time at all. I look forward to seeing you next week on the podcast and seeing you over on Instagram from the 28th for the check-in daily with Dr. Hayley. In the meantime, go well and go gently with yourselves. Bye.